What's going on, guys? So we've got something here that I get a lot of questions on. We see a lot that comes in, and it's in regards to the torsion bar trucks. So what's the easiest way to pick up the front of your torsion bar truck? You get underneath there, you crank the keys up, all of a sudden, voila, your truck is leveled and it's gonna ride amazing, right? Not at all. So we're gonna show you a little something you can do to try and combat that. This is going to be specific for an 07 to 14 GM 2500 HD, but it's something that you can put in practice in your 1500 HD GM trucks, your 1500 older Ford trucks, and the torsion bar Ram trucks as well. Any truck that has torsion bar where this becomes an issue. So the specific issue on these 2500 trucks is when you turn the keys up, control arm goes down, and now it's riding on this bump stop. Now, because it's constantly riding on there, it has no down travel. So anytime you go over a bump, you know, just because there's a bump in the road doesn't mean your wheel's going up. It also has to come back down. So what you're doing by that, you're causing extreme wear on the ball joint. That thing is jarring. You're blowing out the shocks because they're fully extended further than they needed to be, and now they're trying to travel even more. So it's just overall not a good situation, and we're gonna show you how it rides. All right, so we're driving on a fairly new concrete road. So it's not terrible. Truck actually doesn't ride that bad, but we're coming up on some construction, so we'll see how this goes. Feel that? Yeah. That was just a bump in the road. All right, so this road is gonna be a lot less new and a lot less smooth. This is your average city street country road is how this thing's gonna ride. So you can actually probably hear in my voice how harsh this thing is riding right now. You can, if you can't hear through the window, I can literally hear that front ball joint bottom out every time we hit a bump. I can hear the control arm slamming into the bump stop. It's not fun. And to go down a road like this, we're only going 30 miles an hour. At speed, this would be unreal, but we don't want to shake the camera that bad. All right, so you saw how bad this thing was on road. The primary use of this truck is off-road, uses this thing for hunting. So we're gonna take it through our little field here and see how bad it really is. This is just a grassy area. This isn't like a plowed field. Keaton will get some shots of what we're driving through later, but it feels a lot like a plowed field in this truck. So it's less than ideal to be driving this thing around, oh God, in the woods up north. This looks muddy. Oh God, it feels muddy. All right, so less than ideal. We're gonna change that. All right, guys, so to remedy the situation we had, we went with some Kryptonite upper control arms and some Bilstein shocks that are designed for a 1 to 2 inch lift. So you'll see Brent got everything installed here, and it's in much better shape than the stuff that came out. So what happened with having the stock stuff cranked up, this shock, I can't even move now, is now blown completely. There's fluid everywhere. That's junk. The upper control arm, if you can see that, that's a new ball joint that this dude put in not that long ago, already destroyed because it was operating at such an extreme angle. So by going with the Kryptonite stuff, it's designed to work at more of an extreme angle. This is incredibly extreme. Remember, this thing's up on the hoist, everything's at full droop, but it's still at an operable angle even at this extreme. And you'll see that the shock, well, you can't really tell, never mind. And the shock has more than enough travel in there. So this could have been easily solved by going out and getting one of our Kryptonite leveling kits. Stage 3, I believe, comes with the shocks, the upper control arms, and the keys. You get it all in one package. You don't get yourself in this situation. but you can always go out and buy the Kryptonite upper control arms and some shocks to fix it like we did. We also, because this is going to be an off-road vehicle, did trim the bump stop. Now we got a lot more travel in there. This thing will actually perform a little bit better off-road without clunking, without blowing out ball joints, and without destroying the truck and making your teeth chatter. So we're gonna get the wheels on, get it back on the ground, and take you guys for another ride.
So now that we're editing this, we're gonna realize something here. So we first filmed the beginning of this portion on a tripod to give the truck the best chance they could possibly have. The second half of this, we filmed unstabilized. So we had Cobb in there just holding the camera and he's bouncing around the truck. So it's gonna look a little bit shaky, but it's gonna be true to how the vehicle rides. Obviously, like I said, the first part was stabilized, second part is unstabilized to show you the ride quality of this vehicle.
All right guys, so we got the Kryptonites in, we got the Bilsteins in, so we're gonna take it for another ride and we'll see what we got here. So on the smooth pavement, surprised it's still smooth. Wasn't that bad to begin with you know, new roads with the stock stuff in it, but we'll see how bad it is here on the rough stuff. So we'll hit the bump. It didn't throw me out of my seat like it did before, so that was nice. Let's see what we got on the road here. Oh, quite. I braced myself for that bump and I didn't even feel it. So quite a bit better. We've got some actual movement on the control arm, a ball joint that can actually take the angle, and some shocks that still have some fluid left in them. So again, you can do this right the first time, get a leveling kit with upper control arms with new shocks like the Kryptonite kit. Or if you've already made the sin of just cranking up your stock keys, you can always come out, get these Kryptonite control arms and some new shocks and make it that kit. So that's about all we've got to say. We're gonna do some off-roading in this thing and that's it. All right guys, so we're gonna try and see how she handles off-road now that we've done the road test. Off-road is, you know, the all-important. So this first one was a little rough before. Oh, not bad. Still a little bit bouncy, but the big thing is you don't hear the control arms clanging against the bump stops. That's huge. So you actually have some articulation here. Couple of ruts. Eats them up like a stock truck. So did it drastically make the ride better than a torsion bar truck? No. But it was really bad before, and now we're at least back to how this truck should ride normally. So keep that in mind next time you just want to go out and crank your keys to fit those bigger wheels and tires. There is a better way to do it. Peace.